After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
John Lester is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine.
Odubel Herrera will stand in coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. And if he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
And a swing and a miss on the first pitch as we are underway here in Game 2. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Herrera is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Lester gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. One out, nobody on. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters.
Here's Nolan Arenado. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Number 16 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, this starting pitcher, he's a rookie, so we'll see how he handles his nerves in this one.
And with that, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we're going to have a real treat in this ball game. You get to watch a shortstop that won the Gold Glove last year. Unbelievable range and an absolute cannon for an arm. Can't wait to watch him make some great plays in this one.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit hard back up the middle, and this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
And you know, guys, it's really cliche to say that this is an important game for these guys. Obviously, every game's important in the postseason, but you just can't afford to go down 2 games to nothing.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his first homer here in the series, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
First delivery to him on the way. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, 2, here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to third. Arenado's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Toss started to go down after. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Yeah, Keller's a guy that will mostly call a great game. Although sometimes he gets some odd looks from pitchers, especially when they feel like they've spotted a great pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Sent on the ground out to second. Pereira gloves it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop,
Addison Russell gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
A runner on first with 2 away. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, they are definitely getting a jump on things to start this one. This will go for a double, and that makes it 3-0 already. And even though there's still plenty of baseball to be played, they've got themselves a pretty good cushion, and they're threatening for more.
Ben Zobrist stands in with another first-inning RBI opportunity in store.
Yeah, and this has been an impressive first inning for these guys, and you know they'd love to tack one on here.
And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
And putting him on right here is probably the smart thing to do statistically. With 2 outs here, if you're going to get beat, make the pitcher be the one to do it.
John Lester will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gonzalez moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire home run. Second inning coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Number 27 digs in, ready for his first plate appearance.
Shortstop, number 27.
Hit down the third base line, but this is foul for the first strike. And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Lester has his target. Here's the 1-2. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 5.
So the base is empty here with one away. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
To 2-2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Danny Valencia into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Now, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
That gets down, and the inning continues.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado. They trail in this one 3-0. Shane Victorino strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Shot towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Again down to second.
1-0.
Running is Victorino. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Definitely a hit and run right there, and he's hoping to find the hole that's vacated by the shortstop covering the base. But once he fails to make contact, it's an easy out down there at second.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
1 out, nobody on. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Ready to take his hacks again, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched. Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down quietly. They lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Ichiro Suzuki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 52, Ichiro Suzuki.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, number 16. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are 2 away.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field, but folks, words cannot describe how badly he got pulled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Standing in now, Odubel Herrera. Hard hit ball to second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Charlie Blackmon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Lester sets. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Definitely a steal situation here. When your leadoff guy gets on with 2 outs, I'd expect to see him go within the first few pitches.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Yeah, timely gamble there. You really don't have a whole lot to lose, and it'll result in a 2-out scoring opportunity.
The 1-2 pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Don Victorino's throw is there. He's gone trying to score. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Anthony Rizzo digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
4-1.
That's a ball.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And one away now here in the Chicago third.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count. It's paid off for them through the first few innings.
In now, Addison Russell. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Nolan Arenado is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Lester's ready. First pitch on the way. Grounded to third. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 27.
Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Victorino has a play. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 5.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Gonzalez. His second home run of the series. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Now batting.
Into the box, Danny Valencia.
Danny Valencia.
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Schwarber looking up, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Rocks have made this a 3-2 game.
Well, this place just hasn't stopped buzzing from the last home run. Now, all of a sudden, one pitch later, you're watching another guy take a trot around the bases. That just shows you can't take any pitches off in this game.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2.
You know, good hitters in this situation, when you're down in the count, they tend to try to go the other way. We'll see if he does that right here.
Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target. You see it run in and catch him right about thigh high. I have a feeling the bruise will be worse than the pain. And that'll leave a nice rainbow for a good couple of weeks.
Here's Ichiro now. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
That evens it up 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 3 and the Rockies 2. Ben Zobrist is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Second baseman.
He's set and the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Into the box now, John Lester, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
And he got him.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Here's Shane Victorino now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And this is taken by Victorino to even the count at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Around first, on his way to second now. Victorino's flying all right, headed for third. And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
And this is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play in front of him. So he doesn't have to rely on his base coaches, and he's able to make it all the way around safely.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. And that retires the side. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Pitcher, number 16.
Lester into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera. Lifted in the air to right field. On the move is Hayward, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. Digging hard, he's headed for third. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. Charlie Blackmon will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Nolan Arenado will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Runner goes for second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And now they've got him picked off. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a liner, but this is foul near the seats. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Throw into third.
He's in there.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. You know, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Number 27 comes forward trying to cash in on this 2-out rally as he's got a couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Trying to hold the lead. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he chased it in the dirt. Throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. 2 left for Colorado. They trail 3-2. Chris Bryant strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a splitter's in there, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ball 3.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
First base.
Yeah, a 3-2 count leading off the inning. Is this in the zone? Doesn't look like it from that angle. Maybe he thought it was too close to take, but I think it should be on first base right now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Shot toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher
Miguel Montero digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Inside with a first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Lofted in the air out to right field. Gonzalez waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple. They're up 3-2. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Danny Valencia comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Victorino shading to his right. One away. So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring in the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep...
Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
So striding in, Ichiro Suzuki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one.
And here's where the Rockies need to cash in with that one key hit they've been missing.
The 0-1 on its way. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Well, I guess you could say that this sacrifice was partially successful. He makes the third baseman field it, so that's a plus. He gets one runner up to third, and that's a plus. But they do get the fielder's choice at second, so it won't be scored a sacrifice. So I guess that's a minus.
Sean Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Sean Rodriguez.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Line towards center field. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-3 game.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate, and he doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Into the box, Odubel Herrera. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Three runs, 11 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This is pulled into right. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Tsuyoshi Wada will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 58, Tsuyoshi Wada.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Ben Zobrist.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jorge Soler is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
Jorge Soler.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. First offering on its way. Swinging a fly ball right down the line in left. Ichiro giving chase, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Trevor Cahill is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Trevor Cahill.
Charlie Blackmon ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
One thing you're taught as an infielder, you've got to go play the ball. Don't let the ball play you. Here, you can see this ball gets in on him a little bit, and it winds up kicking right off the heel of his glove.
Standing in, Nolan Arenado. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Standing in now, number 27. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Oh, man, first and second, nobody out in a tie ball game. This is a huge double play. It does move the go-ahead runner up to third base, but it comes at a very big cost, as they're now just an out of way of coming out of this with nothing.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball one. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And he missed with it there, ball four. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Yeah, and that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. Into the box now, Danny Valencia. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Victorino is in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. And there is Jason Hayward. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Jason.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting.
Well, with 2 strikes, he's thinking about just trying to make contact and take the ball the other way. You see there, this pitch is bearing in on him, and he winds up swinging right through it.
Chris Bryant strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Stepping up to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He singled his last time up. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Victor Martinez will start things off when we come back. 8th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Travis Wood will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 37, Travis Wood.
Victor Martinez will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Ichiro Suzuki will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Wood sets. Here's the 1-0. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. We've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. So this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Steve Lombardozzi will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Steve Lombardozzi.
And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Oh, and with 2 guys on already, they couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Neil Ramirez will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Odubel Herrera will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward on the run. And that's the first out of the inning. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Hey, that's the right approach at the plate. He knows all he has to do is hit one deep enough to get that go-ahead run in. That's exactly what he gives him. It's all about knowing your job and not trying to do more than you have to.
Charlie Blackmon comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Tony Kemp will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Greg Holland is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber, and they'll need him to get something going here. Brian Pena is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee-high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Oh, yeah, all game long.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Addison Russell. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
So a runner at first now with one away, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. I mean, this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Reined in. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cubbies 3. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th is set to get underway. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Nolan Arenado, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch on its way. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Now here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch, and we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
In now, number 27, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And here's a swing and a foul ball as that was just wide of the bag. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
This is a little bit of a surprise in pitch selection here. I mean, the guy was just way late on the fastball the pitch before. Why throw something soft in the strike zone and speed up his bat? That's only doing the guy a favor.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Shoots this one to first. Well, this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Danny Valencia gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled to first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Stepping in, Brian Pena. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. He tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
On the ground up the middle, played on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Rockies lead this one 4-3. Ben Zobrist will stand in to start off the ninth here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Holland pauses. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he is is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Tommy La Stella will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Tommy La Stella.
Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Jake McGee. Up next for the Cubs.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
La Stella.
Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Too low.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Here's Shane Victorino now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Rockies come out on top 4-3. Good night from Chicago.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies. 4 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field. 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.